right, we are back here. Afternoon competition on the second day of the 2013 PSP Dallas Open. I'm Matty Marshall, and I'm up here with Todd Martinez and Chris Lasoya, and we are about to watch one of the surprises of this event, Chattanooga CEP, who beat up San Antonio X Factor yesterday, and they're about to play Sacramento Excessive in a must-win situation for Sacramento Excessive, as they are 0-2, and they're playing one of the low-ranked teams in CEP. But man, CEP, they have completely reformed their team, and they had to play the world champs Houston Heat right out of the gate, and played, they lost to them pretty solidly, but they looked decent, and then sure enough, they come out in their second game and destroy San Antonio X Factor, who's a good team again, man. San Antonio X Factor, they've restacked their roster too. They were 1-1. So things are starting to get pretty interesting here as the best teams in the world are battling out. We're also surrounded by, different divisions. There's over 180 teams here as this event is sold out. And so the 2013 season is looking awesome, man. Get to one of the affiliates in your area and definitely help support us by supporting our sponsors. Let's take a look at the schedule. So this morning it was Ironman taking on Tauntaun, 7-3. They won that game. Then Infamous beat Seattle Thunder, who's struggling at this event. 187 crew. They lost to the Tauntauns by a score of 7-3 in Tauntaun's first victory in the PSP Pro Division here this year. And then the Ironmen beat Seattle Thunder, who are struggling, need to get it together. LA Infamous beating a very, very close, winning a close game against Upton 187 crew, and it was a situation where there was a major penalty at the end of that match that gave Infamous that win. So it was a chaotic game, man. It was a bloody, nasty game. Lots of penalties. It really wasn't pretty by any stretch of the imagination, but like we always say, man, who cares if it's pretty? Just get it done, and Infamous able to squeak through with that victory. But 187, they're not looking bad. So let's listen in. We have Lauren on the sidelines. Lauren, what do you got for us?
We are back from break here with Robbie Goldsmith from CEP. Robbie, I want to talk to you about that big win yesterday against X Factor. That was crazy. How'd you guys feel after that?
That was a good feeling. That was our first, huge win in pro. It started the season off right for us, and we're looking to build on that.
Obviously, you want to keep the momentum going, so what's going to be your strategy going into this match?
We got to keep doing the same things. I think our lanes were on point. We were shooting 2 to 3 bodies off the break per game, and, if we do that, it's hard to lose.
Awesome. Well, good luck. We're looking forward to the match. That's all down here for now.
Yeah, we have to give a lot of respect to Robbie Goldsmith and the guys from CEP who really struggled to win a game last year. They only won one match the entire season, but just cut all the dead weight. And I remember I was talking to Robbie, and I looked at his roster and was going through the games in my head and watched some tape, and I was thinking, man, this team, and Todd, we were talking about this, I was like, this team could get something done this year if they get on the same page and start actually effectively executing what they've been trying to do out there, and they were just destroying San Antonio X Factor off the break. What do you think, Todd?
Well, I'm actually really excited to see what they're going to bring here this game. I mean, Excessive, they're down 2. CEP is riding high right now from their performance yesterday. It's a new year, and it's really about what they can do once they stay out of the box. No major penalties for them. Just playing good, solid paintball, and I'm excited about CEP now, as is all the other fans that have been supporting CEP this whole time through their rough stretch. It's going to be some positive light at the end of the tunnel, hopefully, for these guys to come out here. If they can win 2 games, then the third game is up to them. It's in their hands. Who knows what we're going to see from CEP, but Excessive, not the team that you want to see after they've been slapped around twice.
Yeah, for sure.
They bring it hard. I mean, they're a great team. But you know what? Sometimes all it takes is that one game. You win one game, it gives you that momentum. Say, hey, man, we can do this. 7-1. That's a butt whooping.
It's a big confidence boost. And so while we have a few moments here before the start of this Excessive and CEP match, let's take a moment to thank the people that make this possible. We have our sponsors for the PSP. And again, if you're out there and you're listening, please help us out by letting these people know, Empire Die, GI Sports, Planet Eclipse, DLX, HK Army, and everyone that's advertising with the webcast. Let them know that you really appreciate their support and helping us bring all of these amazing stories and this amazing competition to you guys at home around the world. We're in over 100 countries the webcast is broadcast to, and we're growing, momentum is building, and it's really exciting to see this resurgence of paintball here in 2013, and I can't wait for the rest of this event. Also, remaining one of the questions remaining to be answered is who are going to be the champion teams this year and who are going to be the challengers teams. We're going to have 2 separate pro divisions, and it's going to be dramatic, crazy, and awesome because every single event from now on, the top 2 teams from the challengers division are going to move up, and the bottom 2 teams from the champions division are going to bump down, and it's going to happen every event. And the reason why we're doing that is we want to give a place that the lower ranked teams can have a place to grow, but if they earn it and they prove it that they think that they can be in that champions division, that they're able to tier up. But you keep what you kill, and there's no easy day out there, and so only the best teams will remain in the champions division as we move forward here in the PSP. So Todd, if you're Excessive, looking at their performance so far at this event, what do you think they need to change?
What they need to change, I'm not exactly sure, but I mean, this is kind of what we saw from Excessive at World Cup. Granted, it was their first event back, but dropped a couple games, but then they really just started to play better. I mean, I feel like Excessive is a smart enough team that, with Rich Telford, Junior Brown, Thomas Taylor out there. I mean, the first couple games that we saw them, they would get up into spots and then just wouldn't execute. I feel like they know what they need to do. They just need to do a better job of it, and then doing it together as a team. Once you can get all your guys to be confident in the moves that they're making, to be able to play those, make those same moves off of your teammates' moves and then communicate. Communicating is the #1 thing that brings all that stuff together.
And I want to see, I agree with you, I want to see more out of Riley Sullivan on the Dorito side. Thomas Taylor had some good points out there. Collectively, where's Jerry D'Amato at? I think Jerry D'Amato needs to step up. And here we go on the field right now for Excessive, as looks like CEP, and they lose Osvaldo Lopez off that Dorito side off the break.
Good breakout. I like the momentum and the enthusiasm of Osvaldo trying to get out that snake. He's pretty fast. And if he gets in the snake, he's another one of those killers that gets in there and just goes to work. But now Thomas Taylor coming around the backside, getting all the way in the snake, all the way to their side of the snake. But CEP not looking so good right now.
And here comes Thomas Taylor getting checked out by the referee. It's that's Jaime Lopez. Jaime Lopez just streaks right past Thomas Taylor, and that is the Excessive that we know can play the game of paintball, scoring a real fast point against a resurgent CEP.
See, that's exactly what I was talking about, Matty. They shoot the guy, they shoot Osvaldo from CEP going to the snake side, and then they attack the snake side. Thomas Taylor swings around, comes all the way in, gets in there. Bodies start dropping once the team starts moving. They set up to lock off the snake side. Excessive sent someone up the middle. I think it was Jesse Lapid, straight to that center cake to lock off that snake side of the field right away. So, you look on the screen right now, you see Robbie Goldsmith up there, the 84 ranked player, getting .17 kills, 71% survival, playing most of the games. He's up there right next to Rich Telford.
Well, and Todd, look at the kills from Rich Telford. That's a real high kill ranking, the G rating from Rich Telford, because Rich Telford shoots a lot of guys. Robbie Goldsmith doing a great job guiding CEP right now, and Rich Telford, world champ, been doing this for as long as it possibly can be done. You want to talk about a true professional? That's Rich Telford right there, getting it done. And we're going to be right back with a little bit more of the CEP Excessive action after this. Do not go anywhere.
Ever wonder how your order gets from ansgear.com to you? Using our fast and efficient processing method, your purchase is pulled, verified, and shipped to your door quickly and accurately. Every order is checked for accuracy 3 times before it leaves the warehouse. With your choice of free shipping on orders over $100 to next day, Saturday, or international shipping options, you get the products you need sooner and at an affordable price to get you back in the game. Shop now at ansgear.com.
So here we go. There's Thomas Taylor rocking his long standing mohawk. Best mohawk in the game for Thomas Taylor right there.
Does he still have a chin strap? I think he's one of the only players in the world that wears a chin strap.
Well, I don't think he's actually. Does he actually have it? He
No. It's like a loose tie for him.
It's like it's like Neon Deion Sanders, with the no strap on the gloves. He's wearing the gloves and strapping them up though.
That's so funny.
It's good to see Thomas still. He's had knee problems for a while now, and really still. Again, Thomas is a competitor. He's got his body he works out a ton. He's in great shape, and really he knows that Excessive needs him out there and killing people from that snake. So here we go, Excessive. This time Thomas Taylor gets eaten up off the break, but they still have Jaime over there, and it looks like 5 alive for CEP. Now also, just 3 for Excessive.
Jaime.
Yeah.
Both on this side of the snake side, Matty.
Well, let's see if CEP can capitalize on recognize and capitalize.
Well, look,
that's what you have to do. If you can't recognize, you can't capitalize.
Well,
Rich Telford. Ooh, I think Rich Telford might have picked up Daniel Keene diving in the snake. Oh, he bounced him.
He did bounce him.
But then Rich got shot in his elbow, looking for it. He's walking off. Riley Sullivan gets shot as well. Only Aaron Tholey left, and he's over there on the Dorito side. But a lot of CEP players left.
And right there, number 21 for Chattanooga CEP, Daniel Keene, going to work on the snake side. Like you talked about, Matty, do they realize that he came from that corner? He did get bounced coming out of that back spot, though.
It also helped that the excessive started dropping a lot more bodies, too. So CEP getting right back on the board here. We got ourselves a game. It's all tied up at 1 apiece as we get in this match rolling between CEP and excessive. We're going to be right back. All right, we are back here, so tied up at 1 apiece, and that last point, excessive, really struggling on this snake side. Thomas Taylor got shot off the break, then I believe Jaime got shot out of his bunker. Did he die out of his bunker?
Well,
I was looking over at CP.
What happened was Thomas Taylor got shot out of that temple that we see so many people getting shot going to, and Jaime came to fill it. He got in there fine, but then he tried to wrap, and he caught one from somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where it came from, but he got to the spot he was in there, but he kind of got a little loose and unfortunately took a ball.
Yeah, so excessive going to have to tighten it up over there on that snake side of the field. And you see Frank Connell, he has been brought in to help guide and coach excessive and trying to help out Rich Telford and Junior Brown, another great leader on that team, and a guiding force that's really helped excessive maintain their high level of play throughout the years. But the problem is that as we found out, it is incredibly hard to reach the upper tier of the paintball world if you do not have an intelligent, high IQ paintball pair of eyes out there to help you see who really is playing well, who's not, who's going to play what position, what's working. It's so hard to do that when you're actually out there shooting that gun, playing the game. All right, here we go. They're looking at excessive on your screen here. They send 3 towards that Dorito side. And here, all off the break, I think that was
Thomas Taylor also taking the walk. That was number 4 on Chattanooga.
Peter Velarde getting shot off the break, and here we go, minor penalty on excessive.
I think Patrick Slattery got a minor penalty, and Rich Telford got pulled on it. Rich had just shot the guy running to the snake on the break, too. And now with losing Thomas, Johnny Greer's walking off the penalty. There's only going to be 1 body left, and he's going to get ran down by number 76, Colin Cherry.
And now excessive is going to have to get back here, and it's got to be so frustrating. Imagine you're Rich Telford, right? And I've played with Rich for years, so I know he's probably going back in and be like, look, if I kill the guy off the snake side, I'm going to need you to stay alive and make something happen, and Pat, stop getting penalties.
Rich is another one of those Travis Lemanskis.
Yes.
You Travis, I mean, there's Dave Baines, Brian Smith. I mean, I can go on for days, but they're guaranteed a G on the break.
Well, it's an important part of the game, and there's a reason why they'll say, Travis Lemanski, not the most mobile guy in the world, but my God, you want somebody shot off the break? That's what you do. You put Lemanski out there, you put Rich Telford out there. They're specialists at that. They're very good at that particular part of the game, and you want to make your front players look good, destroy the guy in front of them and let them giddy up. And we're going to be right back. Do not go anywhere.
Want to catch the best paintball videos on the web? Then tune in to paintballaccess.com. Fill your mind with compelling articles, player stats, and the best interviews in the business. And this season, paintballaccess.com has become even hotter with exclusive videos from the CXBL. The CXBL is easily Canada's largest tournament, featuring real X-ball with 15 balls per second and 25-minute halves. Drop by paintballaccess.com for exclusive footage from Canada's hottest tournament.
We're now in the excessive pits here with our roving cam on the D side, trying to get you guys those angles over there. This game brought to you by PB Nation. Come and join the conversation over there. And the thing is, it's like excessive, they're a very experienced team, man. You want to talk about a team that's been through every up and down that you can imagine in the paintball circuit? It's excessive.
Well, you would definitely know, Matt. You were a strong, integral part of that team. when it was in its rise and its bad days and everything.
Well, the thing is that, that's what makes paintball, I think, a very important part of your life if you decide to get into the sport. You learn a lot about other people, you learn a lot about yourself through those trials and those successes, and that's what XSV has seen over the years. A lot of trials, a lot of successes, and those ups and downs, and I think that regardless of what happens here, they're still on one of those upswings because they're so motivated. All right, here we go, and we're looking at Lopez in the snake right now, and he is going to come out, and he's got to be careful. That might be a penalty. No, they didn't pull it.
He was reaching for it.
Yeah, the ref was reaching for it.
He was reaching for it. But in the process, CEP taking the 50 Dorito on XSV.
But they lose Junior Brown too, so they're in great field position over there, and they need to start chopping up CEP. They're able to get one body dead for CEP is Colin Cherry, who's already got 3 confirmed kills in this match. He's the top killer on CEP thus far this game, but good field position for both teams over here on the Snake side as Thomas Taylor is in Snake 1. You're looking at him on your screen right now, and Osvaldo Lopez is mirrored up with Thomas.
And somebody snuck in a shot on Riley Sullivan over there. It's going to free up CEP to almost get into the 50 Dorito.
Todd, that's what I'm talking about. Riley Sullivan, an athletic specimen, experienced veteran, yet getting shot out of his bunker over there on that Dorito side. In order for XSV to prevail at this event, they need their stars to step up. And now CEP, Peter Velarde running down Thomas Taylor, and Thomas is probably going to go. If I were Thomas, I'd go over there and be like, look, I need you guys alive on that Dorito side doing work, because Thomas Taylor's playing pretty good at this event.
Yeah, he is actually, Todd. But you know what? I'm impressed right now at the CEP team. I mean, this is not the same team that I saw last year. They look aggressive. Their crisp moves. Their gunfighting skills are way better.
Well, and it's funny because, well, it's not funny. It's just interesting. But like we had been talking about, CEP has a new concept for their team. Robbie Goldsmith has gotten very, very aggressive about what he wants out of his guys. He wants them training. They cut the fat. They've got all these talented guys. Let's check out this replay here. And you're looking at, there goes Peter Velarde. Great burst speed from Peter Velarde. And he runs down and takes out Thomas Taylor running down that highway. Highway's the inside part of the snake. Let's check it out from the opposite angle. We're looking over Thomas Taylor's shoulder, and he comes up, almost caught Velarde, but Velarde too fast, able to close that distance and get those shots on Thomas. And again, probably really frustrating for Thomas as he was the last player left alive over there. Got hung out to dry because XSV lost their Dorito side. Riley Sullivan needs to step it up over there, and Aaron Tholey on that Dorito side if XSV wants to win this game.
But like you said, Riley Sullivan, Todd, is one of those players that can have a game, and once he gets in his groove, watch out, because you're like you said earlier, Matt. He's an athletic specimen. He's very fast.
Well, he's another guy like you say. How you say he's got 17 abs. He's a specimen, man. He's been playing for years at a high level, but he needs to step up right now on that Dorito side. Let's see what Lauren Kelly has for us. Lauren, what's up over there?
I am down here in CEP's pit. They are actually sorry. I am right here in XSV's pit, and they're freaking out because CEP keeps winning these points, and they're not sure how they're letting them win these points. They keep trying to get into the snake from the break, but they're not managing to get there. CEP is. That's how they're getting them out. They just called a timeout to try to re-strategize and figure out how they can take this home, but they're definitely having trouble in trying to figure out how they can beat CEP so that they take home this win. Back to you, Maddie.
Well, that makes a lot of sense, but up here, I tell you, what's happening is that CEP is a little bit crisper on their moves, and they're shooting out that Dorito side. I mean, it's only 3-1 right now, so it's a 2-point game. 16:24 on the clock. Still anyone's game at this point. We always talk about that dreaded 3-point spread. The reason why we bring that up is because when you look at the stats, as soon as a team gets up 3 points on another team, it's right around 92% of the time that team's going to win that game. And we got Frank Connolly there giving his boys a pep talk and a little strategy before the start of this next point. We're going to be right back after these messages. All right, we're back here. Matty Marshall alongside Todd Martinez and Chris Lasoya. And CEP just continues to impress us.
Yeah, I'm impressed, Tom.
I'm impressed.
I mean, they shot one guy off the snake side on the break over here and bounced the other guy. So, I mean, CEP, the one thing that they're doing already right now, that they were doing last game is just dominating on the break. And if they're not getting penalties right after the break and they're shooting people on the break and they're up bodies and they're aggressive, then this could be a whole new CEP team.
Good. I would like to see that as well.
Well, let's see if Excessive can dig deep here and try to get some kills off the break and fight fire with fire. 5 alive so far for Excessive as they are making moves that they low. Oswaldo Lopez getting shot out of the snake. So a little bit more conservative breakout. They only sent Thomas Taylor to the second Aztec over here on the. You're looking at Thomas, and you can see for his body language. Once makes that move. Oh wow, all the way, big bite, all the way, pretty much the 50-yard line, right into Snake 3. But I think he got clipped.
Yeah, he got clipped right there, Matty.
Thomas,
that was
too much, a little too much. He could have easily got into Snake 1, but that's okay because I think that might have been either Rich Telford or Jerry D'Amato who got a shot on the back corner bunker. It was Daniel Keene, number 21 for CEP, getting shot trying to get out wide. And now Excessive in the driver's seat as long as Jerry D'Amato is clean in there. Referee is just all over him, but he is clean. And Jerry D'Amato just goes to town. So Jerry D'Amato, easy kill for him, cross field. Let's see if he can win this gunfight. No, he gets taken out.
And where has Jerry D'Amato been? Look at the blazing speed
of Rich Telford.
Pump with those arms. Look at that. That's like a choo-choo train.
I was looking at Jerry D'Amato, and then Rich was so fast that I literally look up, and he's already in CP's backfield, bunkering out. Who did he bunker out?
I'm not really sure.
I think he got Robbie Goldsmith.
Wow. I think it was Robbie Goldsmith, actually.
Yeah, Robbie Goldsmith got a couple hits on his butt over there.
Well, nice job by Rich Telford. Heads-up play, and as all that chaos, and as the guns were shifting to Jerry D'Amato doing work in the snake, dropping the hammer is Rich Telford.
That's what CEP gets for just underestimating Rich Telford's speed like that.
Seriously.
He's got those long legs.
Well, and not only does he bunker people, he generates power for a small city.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. Honestly, he does look faster than he's looked in previous years. He's healthier than he's ever been and training as hard as he can. Let's check out the replay. I think we might have it right here.
And look at the blazing saddles.
So here comes Rich Telford. He actually, wow, look at this move.
Two-pack.
Rich runs one down, switches hands, and then just left-handed obliterates the back of Robbie Goldsmith all on the glide through, and just a beautiful move by Rich Telford, man. That was,
look at the stride.
He looked like Dave Baines out there running people down.
He did. He has the most fantastic stride I've ever seen.
He actually shot. He shot 4 players in that one point.
Stat stuffer.
Yeah.
Rich Telford.
Well, no. See, he earned those.
What do you
kills.
mean he looked like
that
Dave?
was the hard way. That was he got those kills the hard way.
He did.
Instead of like A-Rod on Ironman running down the last guy every single time.
Yeah.
It must be that On It. He's on that On It. Yeah. That's an awesome supplement company actually.
I don't know why you say he looked like Dave Baines out there. He looked more like Chad Boussier out there.
Whoa, let's not get carried away.
Well, let's also continue to be honest. Rich a little slimmer than Dave.
He is
a little slimmer.
Yeah.
Dave's a little faster, but hats off to Rich Telford though, man. Rich Telford's been in this game for so long, and to see him running guys down, stabbing guys over there on the drill side, switching hands, blowing people's backs up, like it's going to look good for Excessive. They got Rich Telford doing stuff like that.
I don't care how old Rich Telford is. I mean, he's a brilliant paintball mind.
Absolutely.
He knows how to play this game. He saw the opening. He blocked out Robbie Goldsmith, got the first guy, got the second guy.
So now we got a 1-point match, and Rich Telford putting the team on his back.
On the breakout again, Excessive able to survive. So Excessive now shown that if they can get some bodies alive on the snake side of the field. Riley Sullivan's got no problem getting up there. They got Aaron Tholey locking off the Dorito side right now. One body does get shot though for CEP, so Excessive now with the advantage. They shoot Colin Cherry off the break.
Yeah, so right now it looks like this is the eye in the sky, and you're looking at good field position for Excessive, and got really good field position by having Riley Sullivan in that 40-yard line, Dorito now as he makes that move, and here comes Excessive making moves on the snake side as well, so good teamwork. Aaron Tholey doing a great job keeping CEP from advancing up that Dorito side and not letting anyone get out of those back bunkers, already chopping people up. Junior Brown also got a kill, shooting Colin Cherry, who's the top killer for CEP in this game.
Yeah, nobody's keeping Johnny Greer in Snake 2. Johnny Greer could turn the corner on Snake 2 anytime he wants. All the CEP players are really playing towards the Dorito side right now. Actually, every single last one of them is shooting towards the Dorito side. Now's the time where Johnny Greer needs to recognize that, turn that corner.
Well, because the only guy holding him up, Todd, is that one guy in that far can, the Dorito side. No.
Well, what was giving him that freedom was Riley being in the 50 Dorito. But now by Johnny not taking advantage of that move, Riley's in there trying to gun battle. Johnny Greer's still in Snake 2, and now he's going to have people looking at him again and nobody focusing on the Dorito side.
Well, Riley Sullivan got shot.
He got shot by Keen cross field too, and again, man, Riley Sullivan did an amazing job to get up there, but you got to complete the point. You can't. Riley Sullivan can't be one of their best players getting in those good spots and consistently dying out of that 50 bunker.
Yeah, he's got to get a little help over here though too. You know.
Can I get
when
it?
everybody's looking at me, that means nobody's looking at Johnny Greer.
And now number 21 right there for Chattanooga CEP. That's Daniel Keene taking the walk out of the Snake side, which frees up Excessive to get down here and go to work.
That was Thomas Taylor that got the shot on Daniel Keene from the back bunker. So Thomas able to play that back spot effectively as well behind Johnny Greer, letting the youth get up there and do a little work for a bit. So Johnny Greer getting himself a 2-pack, killing Ruza and Nicola for CEP. And here we go. It's all tied up at 3 apiece. 12:24 remaining.
I think CEP had the upper hand there for a second. Once they had the opportunity, once they shot out Riley Sullivan out of that 50 Dorito, I think that they had the opportunity. Unfortunately, it didn't go their way.
Well, CEP is really letting Excessive steal the momentum by enabling them. Well, Excessive, I wouldn't say that CEP isn't letting Excessive do anything. Excessive is taking it back.
Exactly.
Excessive is taking it back, and that is what Excessive needs to do. You know, Excessive 0-2 yesterday, and they had a tough schedule, but that doesn't matter. There's no easy games out here. Sometimes I'll hear, you know, some teams complaining about, oh, our schedule's tough or this or that. It's like, well, guess what, man? You're playing in the hardest league in the world. Every game should be tough. And let's check out the schedule here. Sorry, we're going to be cutting to a commercial. We'll be right back after this. So CEP losing points in a row here, and they need to get it going, man. CEP, Robbie Goldsmith needs to give his boys a pep talk here and go back to what's working. They're not shooting guys off the break anymore, and they're also losing the close points. You got to win the close points.
You know, they've also risked Osvaldo twice going to that snake, and he's gotten owned twice by Rich Telford. So, you know, maybe if they pull Osvaldo up a little bit here and try and let him work his way in, you know, they may be better off. But big Rich Telford back in the game. Sure enough, looking towards the snake side on the break. Unable to get anybody, but Rich Telford gets shot in the break, as well as Jesse Lapid for Excessive at the same time. So just 3 bodies left. Referees looking. Jaime Lopez and Jerry D'Amato also gets shot. So Jaime Lopez in there alive. The last one with Riley Sullivan in Dorito 2. And now Osvaldo Lopez is crawling into the 50 snake. CEP flying all over the field. Dives into the 50 Dorito, but he gets shot. That's Colin Cherry. But Jaime Lopez also gets shot in the madness with Riley Sullivan, and that will do it for Excessive. So pretty quick point coming right back. CEP gets another one, make it a 1-point game.
Yeah, and CEP getting a good team effort there, though. Peter Velarde steps up, getting himself a 2-pack. Zupa got a kill. Osvaldo Benedetto Lopez also getting a kill. It's also cool, man, to see a guy like Osvaldo. So we're looking at Velarde right now, and Robbie Goldsmith, the leader of the squad. Velarde been training real hard in the offseason. But it's cool to see. Osvaldo's from Brazil, and he's the best Brazilian player out there right now, proving it by up here doing a good job for CEP. And he came off the Ironman from last season. And we're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back after this.
sitting at home, like it's Texas Storm and Houston Heat are here in Dallas, wearing Raza.
Hi, this is Dave Baines. What makes the Virtue Spire the best loader in paintball? The Spire is smaller, lighter, holds more paint, easier to use, easier to take apart, easier to change back and forth from lid to speed feed, and most importantly, never jams. Find out more at virtuespire.com.
What's up? This is Greg with Impact. What makes the Virtue Spire the best loader in paintball? The Spire is smaller, lighter, holds more paint, easier to use, easier to take apart, easier to change back and forth from a lid to a speed feed, and most importantly, never jams. Find out more at virtuespire.com.
All right, so the score is 4-3 in favor of CEP. There was a scoreboard glitch, but the true score is 4-3. Chattanooga CEP, 1 point up on Sacramento XSV right now in this really close matchup. 10 minutes and 16 seconds left.
That's Rich Telford on your screen right there.
And he's going to argue till the cows come home. Rich is not going to, he won't let anything go. Neither will Frank. Let's listen in.
Frank's not.
Oh, go ahead. Say what were you going to say, Todd?
Frank's not a very argumentative guy. He doesn't like to challenge.
No, not at all.
Authority.
Hey, bring me something to drink.
So, yeah. I mean, Frank's over here. Can I get anybody? Can anybody please come over here and?
Is that a cheeseburger?
Let me know.
So, I mean, as you see, a big talk right there, Matty. I mean,
scoreboard glitch happens sometimes. Nothing you can do about that. I mean, we have awesome equipment out here, but occasionally it's going to happen. But if you're excessive and you're in the heat of the moment, all of a sudden you see, even no matter what happens, you look up and see the score one thing, and then it goes to what it should be. You're like, well, wait a second. So the argument's still raging on down there, as we always see in paintball. But that's kind of why it's fun to watch, is because arguments reign all the time, and everyone always thinks they're right no matter what. And you have that, heat of the moment blinders on. So, but we'll see. Everything will get taken care of. And 10 minutes and 16 remaining. But what a great game, man. This is a really good matchup. And, XSV came to play. Some players look really good out there. I think Thomas Taylor's playing pretty solid. Rich Telford's playing great. And some of their role players like Johnny Greer got in there, got some good kills. Junior Brown shot a couple guys. They're getting contributors, and that's what they need. They need contributors across the board. I think the big glaring issue with them is the Dorito side right now. I don't think that they're getting much production over there on that Dorito side. Riley Sullivan's making some good moves over there, but it's kind of got that Chicago aftershock where they make those 50-yard line bunkers and then either get shot out of them or not really get anything done from them. That's a big issue right now. If XSV wants to contend, they've got to have aggression consistently on both sides of the field. And we're going to be right back after this timeout. Don't go anywhere. next season on the roster.
We're looking for a guy that's like on our heels every weekend.
My name is Wesley Ward. I'm 23. I'm from Macon, Georgia.
Scott Kemp, age 26, born and raised in Los Angeles, California.
The attitude thing, man, it's one of those things. Some people like it, some don't.
So here we go. Still a conference going on over there. We're going to let you guys know exactly what transpires when we get the official word. But you know, while we have a little bit of time, we just saw the commercial for the roster for San Antonio X Factor. That's one of my favorite things, like the favorite gigs to do is voice over that series, because I get to see it before everyone sees it, and I get to kind of hear these stories and hear what's coming back, and it's kind of cool to see that type of reality content come into paintball. Dirter's been doing good stuff too with that. It's pretty awesome.
Series.
Yeah, the whole Reckoning series. So the official score is, okay, we're going to get going here. And here comes XSV having to fight back. They are down by 1 point. Let's see if they can keep 5 alive off the break, and they're pushing up on that Dorito side, Todd.
Yeah, and this is what I wanted to bring up before. Finally getting Aaron Tholey and Riley Sullivan together, you know. Having both of those guys alive and working together on that Dorito side. XSV does lose Thomas Taylor on the break, so there goes one body off their snake side. I think they just have Johnny Greer left and Junior Brown on the Dorito side can shooting towards the snake side.
But I'll tell you what, man, Riley Sullivan, he's got 2 confirmed kills. Junior Brown 2, Thomas Taylor 3. He just got shot out by Robbie Goldsmith. Johnny Greer's got 3 confirmed kills. So they're spreading the kills around. Riley could be doing more over there. But Aaron Tholey, he needs to step up too. Aaron Tholey's not putting in the work he needs to put in over there on that Dorito side.
Yeah, all the times that we've seen Riley Sullivan up the field, you know, he hasn't had a whole lot of help, like really working with him. It's nice to see Aaron Tholey get in there and be in that tower alive so they can work together and start moving up the field as a tandem.
Yeah, so, and, you know, look at them they're trying to get up the Dorito side there a little bit, Matty. But, you know, effectively CEP is shutting them down over there, it seems to be.
Yeah, and CEP has moved into that Dorito 40 over there. You're looking at CEP's lineup right now. They're kind of dug in, though. Not really. You can always tell by the body language. Do those guys look like they want to move? No.
And you know,
they're on their knees. They're shooting their lanes. There's no one in the snake right now. There we go. Finally making a move.
Riley again taking another shot out of that Dorito side right there, Matty. You know, as Valdo trying to get up in the snake, you see, but filling that spot over there. That's number 31, Aaron Tholey you talked about. He needs to step up a little bit, filling Riley's spot over there.
Well, you know, Aaron's he's a missile. Aaron can play some aggressive paintball. I've seen him on Shock. I've seen him on XSV. He can play the game. Owns a paintball field and really lives the lifestyle. Great guy. And I know he can be a big factor for XSV. He just needs to get a little more production, and XSV would do a little better over here.
And there goes Osvaldo Lopez into Snake 2 for CEP. He's going to start trying to go to work on Aaron Tholey right away, as well as Junior Brown, because really only Johnny Greer looking this way on this side for XSV, and he can't really stop Lopez from turning that corner and coming all the way to his end.
Yeah, so you're looking at number 02, Johnny Greer for XSV, but the referee in there, he's going to have, anytime you see a referee run in like that, my penalty hairs on the back of my neck start going up.
John Ruza, number 24 for CEP, gets shot out of that 50 Dorito, and he walks off. Number 9, Mike Zupa, is still in that tall tower in the middle, putting the pressure on Aaron Tholey. They get into a snap shooting battle real quick.
Yeah, and Robbie Goldsmith and Mike Zupa are having a battle with each other right now, so who can kill more XSV players. Mike Zupa with 5 confirmed kills, Robbie Goldsmith with 4, and here comes CEP, Daniel Keene, number 21, running down the field and going to put another point up for CEP. So CEP continuing their roll here, 2 points away from victory, 9:24 on the clock, and Sacramento XSV has got to figure it out, man. They are going to be really disappointed if they lose this game to CEP, because that will pretty much end their tournament here by going 0-3 so far. So let's see if XSV can turn it around. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back.
Best paintball videos on the web, then tune into paintballaccess.com. Fill your mind with compelling articles, player stats, and the best interviews in the business. And this season, paintballaccess.com has become even hotter with exclusive videos from the CXPL. The CXPL is easily Canada's largest tournament, featuring real X-ball with 15 balls per second and 25-minute halves. Drop by paintballaccess.com for exclusive footage from Canada's hottest tournament.
Beautiful day here, a little outside of Dallas, Texas at Cousins Paintball Park at the first event of the PSP season. And we've seen some interesting occurrences so far as we're starting to get questions answered coming from the offseason. How good are the Ironmen going to be? Can Damage reform their team after losing 3 stars? Is Houston Heat going to continue to reign supreme as they did all last season, winning 3 events in 2012? Well, how good is Dynasty going to be? You know, Dynasty's been pretty solid. They're 1-1. They lost to Houston Heat by 1 point, but they are working really hard. Their new pickups are playing great. Kyle Spica had a good day yesterday. Tyler Harmon played awesome. And their stars, Oliver Lang and Ryan Greenspan, are stepping it up as well. So, you know, there's so much good paintball, so many good paintball teams out of here, and so many fascinating stories. Definitely head to paintballaccess.com. Also, you know, Social and PB Nation doing a great job helping the sport out too. Special shout out to Israel, the owner of Social Paintball's daughter. It's her birthday today. She's watching. So here we go. CEP 5, Sacramento Excessive 3, and here comes CEP and Sacramento Excessive throwing down with each other. CEP losing Daniel Keene off the break, and an Excessive able to get all the way past the Snake 2 into Snake 3. Gonna take his barrel off, do a little gun surgery.
He did a core sample there by accident when he dove in. It wasn't the most graceful dive, but he made it. So Excessive in the driver's seat right now.
Yeah, Excessive. Riley Sullivan again in the 50 Dorito. I mean, it's not that Riley Sullivan hasn't been able to get into the 50 Dorito.
And he's killing some guys. He's got 2 confirmed kills, but you know, Riley Sullivan needs to be one of the go-to guys. There's a lot of weight on his shoulders. And number 12, Jaime Lopez, is just destroying people in the Snake right now. And this is, Todd, we talk about this all the time. What do you need in order to win tournaments? You need individuals to personally take it upon themselves to set the tone and the pace for their game. You brought it up in the last game that we were watching. We're talking about the teams, you know, a team's greatness is only going to be measured by how amazing their top level players play and how well their guys can come up and step up and try to follow those guys' lead. And right now, when you got Jaime Lopez running out there and doing what he does in that Snake, looking like Thomas Taylor when he was coming up the ranks, that's exactly what Excessive needs.
Yeah, I mean, it all kind of started off now, you know, good breakout, more aggressive play. It's really putting CEP on their heels right away. So bringing it to a 5-4 ball game now. Excessive 1 point away, a lot of time left too. 8 minutes and 12 seconds left to go. 1 point game, 5-4, still in favor of CEP, but feels like Excessive kind of took a little bit of that momentum back. And Sacramento Excessive, they really need to win this game. If they win this game, they have one more game against Houston Heat coming up at 3:45. And, you know, you never know with all the games out here and all the teams and the way they're playing. If Excessive can win this game and beat Houston Heat, then at 2-2 you have a shot. You know?
Yeah, 2-2 you got a shot.
What they can't do is lose this game and then lose to Heat, because then they're going to be in the Challengers Division next event.
Well, and how that breaks down is there's 3 brackets of 5. The top 2 teams from each bracket will move on to play in Sunday's competition to see who's going to win the tournament. That's 6 teams. The 3rd-ranked teams in each bracket are instantly out of the tournament, but also into the Champions Division. The 4th-ranked teams are going to have a playoff, and that's going to be really entertaining because you have the 12th and the 11th place teams. They're going to play each other. The winner of that plays the 10th-ranked team at this event, and the winner of that will go to the Champions Division. And the 5th-ranked teams in each division, the bottom 3 teams, they are instantly going to be in the Challengers Division. Then we will also be adding 5 new teams to the Challengers Division who are going to step up and be pro paintball teams. So it looks like timeout CEP trying to slow Sacramento Excessive's momentum shift here. 1 point game, man. This is one of the best games we've seen so far at this tournament.
Yeah, you know, and I think these 2 teams are evenly matched, and I'm glad I'm saying that because Excessive is a really powerhouse team. They're an icon of the sport. They've been around for quite some time, you know. But CEP, one of the up and coming teams. You know, let's take a look at this replay real quick, Todd.
And here it comes right down the middle of the field. That was Jaime Lopez, left Snake 1, attacked that Dorito 2 head on, closed out that game for them after he got a bunch of kills.
Yeah, Jaime Lopez looking good out there.
Yeah. Actually, he's looking fast. He's crisp. He's good moves. He's well thinking.
And that's one of the things is with the excessive, I think the strength of their team is the fact they have guys like Jaime Lopez. They have guys like Jerry D'Amato who can play at times just like Thomas Taylor. It looks like we have Lauren Kelly down on the sideline. Lauren, what's going on down there?
Yeah, Manny, we are down here on the sidelines. Before CEP called the timeout, Excessive had some confusion as to who was going to play this next point. Thomas Taylor was too tired. He said he'd still go out because other members of the team were too tired. They definitely are feeling the pressure, and their spirit seems to be a little down, but hopefully this timeout will help them get pumped and hopefully take home this point, but we'll just have to wait to see. Back to you, Maddie.
Thanks, Lauren. Well, Thomas will run till the wheels fall off, so if Thomas is tired, if he's saying he's tired and he can't go out there, well, it's good they have guys like Johnny Greer, like Jaime Lopez to go out there and get those spins when, Thomas is going to be the main guy on the snake side. But like I said, man, you really need those younger players to hold their own out here. You can't just have a couple guys doing all the work.
Yeah, and I really like Jerry D'Amato, too. I'm not exactly sure why we haven't seen him as much. Maybe he's just I'm not seeing him struggle on the whole. But, I feel like he really had a breakout kind of performance last year. And, I feel like he's a strong player. I kind of want to see more of him. But on the breakout down here, it looks like ref checking Rich Telford. Rich got shot in the pack, and the referee pulls him out, so he backs up and walks off. You got Riley Sullivan.
I like this aggressive play on CEP. They're making good crisp moves on the Dorito side, taking the 50 Dorito on your screen as you can see right now. That is a bold move right there, and this could be the game breaker.
Yeah, Jaime Lopez, CEP dives into the center 50 or the Dorito 50. And makes a big move to bunker out Riley Sullivan in the back. He bounced Lopez as Lopez came in, but now Greer and Lopez are trying to fight with guys behind him. Johnny Greer takes off.
Johnny Greer just runs to his death, though. I mean, I understand you want to spread the field out, but you got guns on you, man. That's a big run. Still have 3 players left alive. At least just take your shovel out, dig a hole, and, just give them the tips of your gun and tips of your goggles and make them come get you. Maybe you'll chew them up on the incoming attack.
And now, look at CEP. Look at CEP. They're on the Excessive's 40-yard line in their drill, going down the field now, making another crisp move. 2 players, and he gets shot right there, Matty.
Hey, Jaime Lopez doing whatever he possibly can in there. And honestly, that was definitely a mental mistake by Johnny Greer to try to spread the field out. Now, that is a stock move. You do want to spread the field out, but it was 3-on-3 at that point.
Yep. Now it's a 2-on-1 with Robbie Goldsmith and Mike Zuppa in the 50 Dorito over there.
Hey,
and just Jerry D'Amato here in the snake side corner.
But if you had one bunker to try to pull a 3-on-1 off, it would be, or 2-on-1 off, it would be this back bunker on the snake side of the field. Because there's a lot of ground people got to cover. They have a lot of bunkers to work with. So you're looking at Jerry D'Amato on your screen right there.
Yeah, I've definitely seen you pull off a few of those, Matty, for sure.
Well, that's a good bunker to work with, man. And the thing is that a lot of guys say, well, how do you pull those moves off? And I think you just have to constantly think in your head. I was talking to Rich about this the other day, is that you refuse to lose. You just don't think in your head and entertain that idea that those 2 guys are going to shoot you. You have to have that sharpness, and then also understand that there's no pressure. You're not supposed to win a 2-on-1. You're not. The other 2 guys are supposed to win that. So if you do get shot, who cares? You're not supposed to win that particular situation. So there's no pressure, and as long as you feel confident, and then also catch people when they make those moves. So it's kind of a timing back and forth thing from that spot as far as trying to pick guys up and time when you think based on the pressure you get from their gun, because you can feel someone's pressure of where the paintballs are. You don't even need to look at them. You can know whether they're going to make a move or not by how much paint is coming in your bunker and where it's coming at. If it's a tight grouping, that means they're in their bunker. If all of a sudden you get a wide grouping coming at you, well, that means somebody's moving, and you can come out real quick and put one into them and then switch sides, and the other guy's probably going to be moving at you at the same time. That's how you pull those situations off.
Well, in this situation, now, if you're up 5-4, why don't you just sit in your bunkers? Why would you run down the field? You don't have to. Excessive's going to be put in a very difficult position here if they just sit there.
That's a really good point, because Chattanooga CP doesn't need to do anything right now. All they need to do is just chill out and make Jerry D'Amato try to engage with them, because Jerry D'Amato's in a tough situation. They're down a point, and he has to do something, or Excessive needs to blow the horn. So if you don't see anything happen here in a little bit of time, maybe a minute or so, Excessive will blow the horn to give them a shot, at least to give them enough time to come back. There it is right there. So that's a smart move by Excessive and a very smart move by CP. That's the type of stuff that CP was lacking last season, was that specific type of understanding of game situational awareness. So good job by Robbie Goldsmith and Mike Zupa, who are both doing great out there. Zupa's got 7 confirmed kills. Robbie Goldsmith 4, man. CP looks good. And they're up 2 against Sacramento Excessive with 4 minutes, 42 seconds remaining. We're going to be right back. And we are back watching the finale of this CEP Excessive game, first game of the afternoon. And next up, we have a really big matchup. 2 teams that are one-on-one, San Antonio X Factor and San Diego Dynasty. Let's check out Rich Telford. Wow, look at Rich Telford. This is, right now, he's killing this particular match. I think he's got more than 4 kills, but he's definitely killing 1.13 guys. Those are ridiculous stats. Rich Telford's playing well. The tough thing is that CEP is also playing really well right now, and I still think that there's not enough production coming out of that Dorito side of the field. Because have we really called Aaron Tholey or Riley Sullivan's name very much? So I think if there's a missing link right now on Excessive, please correct me if you think I'm wrong, Todd or Chris, but I think a little more production out of that Dorito side would really help Excessive out because they are getting some depth on the Snake side. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they got to get down the Dorito side and go hard and actually, well, they're getting there, like you said, Todd, before, but they're not producing. On the breakout right now, you see on your screen Excessive coming out. There's that spot right there we're talking about, Todd. That's a hard spot to make. I see Thomas getting a shot out of that spot. Not just Thomas, but everybody getting shot out of that spot a lot. Riley Sullivan again on the far side of the field. You see on the right side of your screen.
Riley Sullivan has had absolutely no trouble getting into the 50 Dorito. He might as well just start there. It's just whether or not that he's going to be able to get anything out of it.
He's like walking into the 50 Dorito. He is
literally marching his big old giant self into that 50 Dorito at will.
He's pretty quick, man. The guy's got some speed.
Yeah, again, athletic specimen, and he's really good. But he's getting in great spots, but he either needs to chill out a little bit in there once he gets in there, just draw guns and then start attacking, or just step up because they're just not getting the production they need out of that side. But as we say that, we're talking about how good the Snake side was doing for Excessive, or at least holding its own. Now, pretty much destruction on the Snake side for Excessive. They do have Jesse Lappin alive, though. But the problem is that CEP, man, they're up 2. They're playing smart. They've definitely done their homework, man. They're playing paintball like it needs to be played right now. Look how tight CEP. We get a shot, a CEP side of the field. We're looking at Excessive right now, the referees. But on CEP side of the field, look how tight these guys are playing, man. I mean, you can see. And they're bunkers. I mean, all they're doing is just rolling their guns, shooting those lanes, playing real tight. They're not making any moves. Just making sure that Excessive can't do anything and push forward.
That's going to be a tough spot for Jesse Lappin because the stand-up can on the Dorito side can see him. And I think that's Robbie Goldsmith, number 14 right there in the Temple 1 on the Snake side, just locking that zone off. But that's what's going to help him out is Osvaldo Lopez getting shot, I believe, by Riley Sullivan out of that 50 Dorito. So now Robbie Goldsmith is going to have to worry about it.
Osvaldo walking off up on that side. And the thing is that Riley Sullivan, who's in this Dorito right here, he's got to get production out of there consistently. He did get a shot on Osvaldo, and that's what we're talking about. We get Riley contributing, man, that's when Excessive starts to look good.
You know, and right now, Riley is going to be the one that wins this game. And right now, he's in a good position to do so.
And there goes Jesse Lappin.
Just when the gun switched and nobody saw him go there. Oh, yeah, actually, the Dorito side picked him up. Oh, he got shot going in. That's a heartbreaker right there. Because he was going to be the one that actually broke that game open.
Man, it didn't look like anybody saw him. Somebody picked him up.
Yeah, I think it was that far Dorito side, the one, you know, and there's Riley Sullivan, knowing he's down by 2 points with 2 minutes left in this game. He's got to make something happen.
Yeah, he's got Aaron Tholey over there protecting him, but Aaron Tholey's going to have to get on the offensive pretty quick over here with just 2 minutes left, down 2 points.
And we've been riding Riley a little bit, but Riley is contributing. He is getting kills. Aaron Tholey hasn't had, and again, they're confirmed kills. It's not just kills, because it's not like we have the NASA scientists with satellites gauging all of this. We're doing, we have all these spotters around the field trying to get kills, but the stat is confirmed kills. And Aaron Tholey doesn't have any confirmed kills right now.
And like you said, Riley up there, and he's been left up there alone a couple times, so, losing 2 people on the break on the Snake side definitely didn't help out the situation at all.
No, not at all. And you know what? CEP looks like with 1:15 left that they're going to be able to hold on to this, which will put them at 2-1 in the tournament so far with just 1 game left to play against San Diego Dynasty.
And beating 2 really good teams. I mean, we're talking about a championship quality team coming off a good season from last year was excessive. And then also San Antonio X Factor. Those are 2 baller teams, man.
They're straight up, without question.
And here comes Riley Sullivan dropping the hammer. Man, nice job by Riley to break open the game over there. And that's the first big move we've seen out of Riley on the Dorito side.
That was a great move right there. And here comes Aaron Tholey, one-on-one.
Against Robbie Goldsmith.
If he can pull this off, just not enough time. It's only 28 seconds. This problem. All around, Robbie just needs to hide.
Yeah, Robbie's
because Aaron's got to come and grab the flag and then go and run it back. So all really Robbie has to do is just chill out right now.
Yeah, Robbie's out of paint too. Looks like he just has what he's got in his loader. So Aaron Tholey's going to have to try and make something happen. Aaron Tholey, you've got 9 seconds.
9 seconds, man. He doesn't have enough time. And plus, you're down 2 anyway, so this game is over. Wow, CEP, man, stepping up as Tholey tries to run and to engage, and Robbie Goldsmith thrusts his gun in the air, pumps his hand up, and he should be very happy.
Congratulations to CEP, man.
RG14, big money Robbie Goldsmith.
1-4 in the building.
Oh, Robbie Goldsmith and CEP, they are looking really good this event.
Nice.
What a shocking turn of events. They had a terrible, terrible year in 2012, and they, go to YouTube and I don't know what the video is titled, but I watched the video that Robbie Goldsmith laid down. I'm pretty sure he did the VO, and it was basically, you could just call that video accountability. Because it's Robbie Goldsmith calling himself and his entire team out and questioning their manhood. And I'm not even kidding, man. Go watch the video. It's hardcore. And then now this is what they're doing. So incredibly good job by CEP to beat an awesome Sacramento excessive team. Let's check out this replay here. Talk us through this.
All right, here it is. Riley Sullivan realizing that he's got to go. Takes off, bunkers the first player, gets him out of that Dorito too, and then does the roundabout with the second guy in the can. So here he's going to launch from the 50. Going to call it out, going to bunker him, and then the second player is going to pick him up. And as he does the loop-de-loop, I think Aaron Tholey shot him in the side because Riley picked up his gun. So Aaron Tholey stuck him one time in the side, made it a one-on-one. Then Aaron had to go clean it up, but not enough time left. 2-point spread, and CEP is going to take this victory home.
Well, the cool thing about CEP is they're just getting production all around. Oswaldo 3 kills, Ruza 4, Keen 3, Goldsmith 5, and Zupa 8. They're pretty much just dominating up there as a team. And when you get everyone contributing on the team, then that's going to help you win games and eventually win tournaments. And to us to be talking about CEP, who had a terrible season last year, talking about, hey, man, CEP, they're in this. They are totally in this right now. So looks like we have Lauren Kelly on the sidelines. Let's listen in.
Hey guys, down here on the sidelines at Cousins Paintball with Rich Telford from Excessive. Now, you guys didn't just pull that one out, but what was going on in that last minute? It looks like you guys might be able to get that flag and have a chance to tie it up.
Yeah, it looked like we kind of lost our focus on the clock out there a little bit. We had Riley Sullivan played an amazing game. It was 3-on-4. Him, Jesse, and Aaron Tholey were locking it down. They got back to a one-on-one situation, and then with 45 seconds left, Aaron decided to penetrate down the field instead of penetrate towards the player. And by doing that, the clock ran down, and we didn't get a chance to go out and tie it up.
Let's talk about that fourth point where you made that move down the field to bunker Zupa out of Dorito 2. What was going through your mind during that?
Actually, I thought I saw a sandwich over on the sidelines, and I was running over to grab the sandwich, and then there was a guy right there, and he tried to shoot me, so I shot at him. Then I again went to get the sandwich, and then the other guy shot at me, so I shot him, and then there ended up not even being a sandwich there, so I felt kind of silly.
I know your other teammates are pretty upset back in the pit, but you're trying to stay positive. What do you guys need to do moving forward to get a win?
You know, we're building an NXL or a PSP championship team, and it's not going to happen our first event. It might not happen our second event, but sooner or later, this will be the best team in the PSP.
Staying positive and confident, that's a good sign. Thanks so much, Rich. Back to you guys.